Now, moving away from that, let's look at updates coming from the world of tennis this morning. And it is based on for someone making a move, not really transfer, but it is more of being voted for another German office. Well, Andre Gundenzi has been re-elected as chairman of the ATP Men's Professional Tennis Star, giving him a third term that runs through 2028. Gundenzi, a former player, first took over the tour in January 2020. The ATP said a total annual player compensation for top-level event has climbed from $100 million during his tenure to roughly $270 million in 2025. That is approximately $170 million plus, and to $400 million when Grand Slam tournaments are included. Now, key changes during his time in charge have included adding profit sharing at the ATP Masters 1000 event and the introduction of 12-day Masters tournament. So this one's being an ex-international, you are bringing in your expertise and what players also feel, being an ex-player, and what you feel can be done, the change you're expecting. So that is what we are expecting from every ex-international coming to the game as administrators. Now let's go straight and look at NBA this morning, where the Golden State Warriors expect their newest addition, veteran center Kristaps Porzingis, to meet the team in Los Angeles tonight in advance to their Saturday night game against Los Angeles Lakers. Warriors coach Steve Kerr expressed skepticism that Porzingis would get medical clearance to return for the Lakers game, but anticipated he will be back on the court and in a key rotation sport soon. But this is not all good news. It looks like a fear for me, being an LA Lakers fan, as LA Lakers star Luka Doncic limped off the court late in the second quarter and was ruled out of the rest of this morning's 119-115 win over Philadelphia 76ers. The Lakers initially described Doncic's injury as left leg soreness, but head coach J.J. Redick said Doncic would undergo an MRI on his left hamstring today. But let's look at results of games decided the wee hours of today. Well, I told you earlier, LA Lakers defeated Philadelphia 76ers 119-115 points. Golden State Warriors defeated Phoenix Suns 101-97 points. And for Dallas Mavericks, lost 123-135 points against San Antonio Spurs, as Houston Rockets lost 109-99 points against Charlotte Hornets. Toronto Raptors defeated Chicago Bulls 123-107 points, as Utah Jazz lost 119-121 points against Atlanta Hawks. Orlando Magic defeated Brooklyn Nets 118-98 points, as Detroit Pistons lost 117-126 points against Washington Wizards. Now let's go straight and talk football on the side of the show. Check the time right now. It is 9:09. This is YS9 for the Kickoff Sports Show this morning.
All about information, education, and entertainment.
Maybe that's before now. Solutions 93.9 FM has raised the standard of radio broadcast to preferring solutions in all human angle. 939 FM, the remedy.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
You fit sabi dribble o, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real o.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Okay, welcome back. Sticky Call Sports Show on Solutions 93.9 FM. My name is Oladapo Kunubi. Remember, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. Now, let's check updates from the NPFL this morning, looking at different decisions made and a quick return. We've been checking updates. Remember, yesterday we saw an update from Kun Khalifa saying they are withdrawing from the NPFL due to the slam and sanctions from the league organizers. However, few hours later, yes, the chairman of the club announced the decision, had to rescind his decision of calling for a withdrawal from the NPFL. Remember, the team was meant to, play a game, and they decided they couldn't meet up, and there they were sanctioned. 3 points deduction given to their opponent and 10 million naira fine. Well, it was a suspended fine should Kun Khalifa fail to attend another game. Then that 10 million naira will be paid. But now, according to the statements that was seen yesterday, says, and I quote, official statement, Kun Khalifa FC returns to NPFL action. Urges fans to turn out in massive numbers for upcoming fixture against Shooting Stars. Kun Khalifa is pleased to announce its return to the Nigeria Premier Football League following positive discussions with the league management board. The club had earlier withdrawn from the league, citing unfair treatment and disproportionate sanctions. Now, Michael Emiafula, CEO of Kun Khalifa FC, expresses the club's delight at the constructive dialogue with the NPFL board, and the team is happy to put the differences behind them and focus on a beautiful game. The team appreciates the league management board with the willingness to listen and address their concerns. Now, the team looks forward to a more collaborative and productive relationship moving forward. Okay, so that means a meeting was held yesterday, so everybody now had to bury their hatchet. Now, let's look at games going down on the NPFL this weekend, shall we? Well, for matches going down this weekend, Bendel Insurance will be up against the Imba International, and that will be tomorrow. And on Sunday, Remo Stars will be the guest of Kano Pillars. These two teams are struggling in the NPFL. They are in the relegation zone. So, Abia Warriors will host Rangers International. Ikorodu City will be in Lagos against the Niger Tornadoes, while Nasarawa United are hosted by Bayelsa United. Kwara United travels to play Bengal Gumbotes Plateau United. Warri Wolves will be up against El Kanemi Warriors, while Katsina United travels to play Wiki Tourist. So, those are the matches in the NPFL for match day 25. Well, a break we do here. We come back, we talk English Premier League and other games going down across Europe this weekend.
I can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Aweni Arena Event Center?
Aweni Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they will work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Awenya Arena really nailed it.
They did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Libatu, Kado Ibadan, or call 0809 360 7888 or 0706 899 4970 to book your event today. Awenya Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Check time, it is 9:16, and well, maybe Ademola Lookman can score 16 goals for Atletico Madrid before the end of the season. I don't know, but it's the Kickoff Sports Show. And well, Ademola Lookman scored on his Atletico Madrid debut in a 5-0 rout on Real Betis on Thursday night that sent Diego Simeone's team to the semi-finals of the Copa del Rey. David Hanka, Giuliano Simeone, Antoine Griezmann, and Thiago Almada all scored for Atletico Madrid as the team advanced to the last four for the third straight season. Atletico Madrid will try to reach their first Copa final since winning the competition for the last time in 2012-2013 season. Now the draw for the semi-finals, which also includes Barcelona, Athletic Club and Real Sociedad, will be today. So I can't wait to see Ademola Lookman play against Barcelona. Either in final or semi-final. Now let's look at fixtures of games going down in Spain this weekend. Well, tonight, the Friday night football in Spain, we see Osasuna travels to play Celta Vigo. And for other matches of the match day 23 of the Spanish La Liga, Real Oviedo will be the guest of Rayo Vallecano as Barcelona will be at home hosting Mallorca. Girona travels to play Sevilla as Real Sociedad hosts Elche. And on Sunday, Alaves will be up against Getafe. Levante travels to play Athletic Bilbao. Atletico Madrid will be up against Real Betis. Okay. You know, let's see how this will look like a game. All right. Now, for other matches on the Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid will be the guest of Valencia. And Villarreal on Monday night will host Espanyol. Well, in Germany for the Bundesliga, 8:30 tonight, Union Berlin will take on Eintracht Frankfurt in the Friday night football, which opens the match day 21 in the German Bundesliga. For other matches on Saturday, Freiburg hosts Werder Bremen as Hamburger SV travels to play Heidenheim, as Mainz hosts Augsburg, St. Pauli hosts Stuttgart, as Borussia Dortmund travels to play Wolfsburg, Bayer Leverkusen travels to play Borussia Mönchengladbach, and on Sunday, RB Leipzig travels to play FC Köln as Bayern Munich hosts Hoffenheim at the Allianz Arena. Remember, Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich have both lost a game each this season, while Bayern Munich has won more matches than any team this season, winning 16, drawing 3, scoring 74 goals and conceding 18 this season. Now, moving away from Germany, let's go straight to Italy. Italian Serie A, Pisa will be the guest of Verona tonight by 8:45. However, on Saturday, Genoa host to Napoli, Torino will travel to play Fiorentina, and on Sunday, Parma travels to play Bologna, Udinese travels to play Lecce, Sassuolo tackles Inter Milan on Sunday as well. Juventus will be up against Lazio as Atalanta tackles Cremonese. Cagliari will be up against AS Roma, and those matches will be on a Sunday. Now let's go straight to the English Premier League this morning. It is not more a focus of coaches and players as well to see how they can get past their opponent. Let's start with Chelsea manager Rosenor, a man who had a defeat in the EFL Cup game against Arsenal. Well, he has been talking ahead of his team's game against the Wolverhampton Wanderers, saying that, well, the team has studied Wolverhampton Wanderers and this will be a return to victory.
Exactly the same way we prefer for any game that we play. I've watched Rob's team recently. They actually put in a very good performance against Bournemouth. We were unfortunate not to get anything out of the game. I thought they played very, very well. They put in some very positive performances in their last few games. But the biggest thing for me as the manager now with this group, I want to see a consistency in our levels of performance, of engagement, of intensity in every game that we play. So for me, that's something I've spoken to the group about. The next game is the most important game, and Wolves is another huge game for our season.
Chelsea's fifth on the Premier League log. The team has won the last 3 matches in the English Premier League, recording a win against Brentford 2-0, recording a 3-1 victory over Crystal Palace, and getting a 3-2 victory over West Ham United in a comeback win in that one. Now, let's talk about Manchester United this morning, handled by coach Michael Carrick, who will be facing Tottenham Hotspur. For Manchester United, is placed 4th on the Premier League log, a team that has also won against Manchester City, Arsenal, and Fulham. Well, for Michael Carrick, it is more of the focus to win more games and forget the past wins. It is now winning more. However, for coach Thomas Frank of Tottenham Hotspur has spoken about Remer's leadership quality despite his statements on social media.
Leadership is many things. Leadership is I'm 52 years old. I think I'm pretty good at leadership. Can I get better every single day? Yes. Do I make mistakes? Maybe not every single day, but probably weekly. Romeo is 27 years old. He will still make mistakes going forward as a leader. Does he do a lot of good things? Yes. That's a question I have no idea about. Right now, he is the captain, and it's a long-term contract, and we signed a new contract with him in the summer.
Thomas Frank there. Now let's talk about other matches going down in the English Premier League this weekend. For Arsenal will be up against Sunderland. Aston Villa travels to play Bournemouth. Burnley hosts West Ham United. Fulham will take on Everton. Newcastle United hosts Brentford. Crystal Palace travels to play Brighton and Hove Albion. 5:30 p.m. on Sunday. Liverpool at Anfield will be up against Manchester City. It's going to be a top game of football. Here is Anislo speaking about signing Jacket and facing Manchester City this weekend.
Because first of all, he's a very big talent, and maybe even more than only a talent. But we speak about talent because of his age, of course. Second of all, because we weren't the only one interested in him. So another big compliment for the people that working every single day so hard to sign players, that we were able to sign such a big talent, and another example of the model we are using at this club. So young, very talented players, sometimes in the start of their career, sometimes already a little bit a few years into their career, but always players that are young and can improve us and help us for the short, but definitely also for the long term. And we've signed a lot of them recently, and I've said many times that the mid to long term future, but even the short term future of this club is in a very, very, very good place.
The here and now situation at the back, where's Jeremy Frimpong at the top?
Yeah, what I mainly remember is the game we played over there in the first half. We were completely outplayed for large parts, not for the complete 45 minutes, but for large parts. So it's another moment for us to see where we are in the development of this team. So that of course being said, we also know the importance of a result on Sunday, but that goes for all the 20 teams that are playing this weekend in the Premier League. It's the end phase of the season, so results matter more and more. And
so let's see how those matches will go. Remember, new players on board for different teams. Abdul Murin Ajibai, good morning. Omola, keep on training. Okay. All right. Well, this will be the convenient part to say goodbyes on the show. Well, Adedamola Lafayette, the comrade himself all the way from Ogun State, is coming in this morning looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. I don't want to drag him this morning. Let him just enjoy himself because he was gun blazing on Orient Agba last night. Everywhere, up and down, the studio was upside down. But now it is focusing on what is trending in the papers this morning. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, and I'll be back by 2 p.m. today for the Friday show. Here is Ronaldo. No bad. Like what I say, keep doing sports and stay safe.
If I did play football, I go Benjamin.